I'm Alex Pearce, and these are the best players that I've played with. Okay, starting in goal, I've played with some great goalies down the years. I think, to name a couple, I've got obviously in my mind David Marshall, fantastic goalie. Played with him on loan at Norwich as a young kid. Obviously Bart here, fantastic shot stopper. Ruins all the lads' days in training by the amount of saves that he makes. But the one I'm going to go for is Adam Federici. Ads was a great goalie. The year we went up, we won the league with Reading in 2012. He was fantastic for us that year. Kept us in games single-handedly at times, and his kicking is like something I've never seen before in a goalkeeper. His distribution from the back is second to none. So he makes the team for me. Right back, I'm going to go Andy Griffin. A great personality to have in the dressing room. He was a brilliant defender. 1v1, you wouldn't see many people getting past him, and he would offer something going forward as well. Like I say, a great person to have in the dressing room, and someone I learnt a lot from as a young player growing up at Reading. We had a group of young players at Reading, and he was one of the senior pros at the time that took us under his wing, if you like, and showed us how to be and how to act around the place. So yeah, he's certainly a good character to have in there. Moving on to centre half, right side centre half is going to be this guy. John O'Shea. I think the name speaks for itself, really.
Look at this, he's got O'Shea in behind, and is this the clincher? Oh, you bet it is! 4-2, that's it! Manchester United, game set and...
Had a great career, played with him, fortunate enough to play with him a couple of times for Ireland, and just the way that he spoke during games, the way he led the group off the pitch, it was just phenomenal to learn off. His trophy cabinet speaks for itself. He's won a lot at Man United, and just been a great player down the years, and doing a great job at coaching now. And so he rightly deserves his place in there. Next to him, I'm going to go with Kasper Gorks. He came into Reading from QPR. The previous season, he won the league with QPR, and they let him go for some reason. And we managed to get hold of him. Brian McDermott made him one of our first signings, and he was fantastic for us. He came in and just absolutely made the defence as solid as a rock. And as soon as he came in, I think we got going, and we went on some run, and we ended up winning the league that year. And he played a massive part in that. He came in next to me, and I was only a young player at the time, 22 years old, and he led me in a way and helped me a lot along the way. So for that, I mean, he makes it into that team because of that season. Really, he was phenomenal. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Moving on to left back, it's going to be this guy. Ian Hart. I think again the name speaks for itself. Played with him for 3 years at Reading. Again, he played a massive part in the year that we went up. Left foot, absolute wonder of a left foot. I think we used to get free kicks in and around the box, and we used to say to each other, this is like a penalty. This is like a penalty for him, because he would be that good at free kicks and dead ball situations. The amount of goals we scored from his delivery at corners and set pieces, free kicks in general, he was just absolutely incredible. And a lot of people don't know this, but his right foot was just as good as his left foot. I'm going 4-3-3, so sitting midfield is going to be Jack Cork. Played with him on loan for a period as a kid at Southampton. I think I was like 19 years old, and he's gone on to have a fantastic career in the Premier League. Just a great player, rarely lost the ball. Broke things up, was strong in the tackle, and a leader as well. So yeah, trained really well, and just a really good professional and a really good player. So he makes it in there. just ahead of that is going to be Morgan Schneiderlin, again, from that loan spell at Southampton. He was there, and yeah, just a fantastic player. You know, he could unlock a defence, you know, with a forward pass. He could play deep. He could do everything really, and I think, you know, people could see even at that age that he was going to go on to do big things, and he's another one that's gone on to play in the Premier League regularly. Other one in midfield is going to be my old mate from Reading, Gylfi Sigurdsson. Great player, absolute great. I think for 6 to 8 months at Reading before he got his move, I think to Hoffenheim, he was fantastic. I mean, everything he touched turned to gold. I mean, some of the goals that he scored for us in that period under Brian McDermott as manager, he was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I mean, one touch finishes from inside the box, but he also had, he also had that chop outside the box where he used to chop onto either foot and shoot from long range, and more often than not they would go in. Could unlock a defence. Big physical guy as well now. A lot of people underestimated his strength. Can run as well. So yeah, he pretty much had the lot, and obviously proven to go on and to bigger and better things from Reading. So yeah, he's definitely one that will be in there. Down the middle for me, up front will be this guy, Robbie Keane. Was fortunate enough to play with him a couple of times for Ireland. Fantastic player. The movement, even in training against him, always found it tough against him because of the movement and how energetic he was. Even at that stage in his career, he was just a brilliant person to be around, brilliant guy. He would lead the group in a way that was just brilliant. You know, he was very vocal. He'd help everyone, and also on the pitch, he would score goals. And you know, like I say, he had that movement, and he would bring players into play, and just a great player to play with. On the left here, I'm going to go Shane Long. Again, Longy, fantastic player, fantastic person. He would give any defender a tough game. He would, you know, he'd be strong in the air. He could run in behind. He could hold it up. He could do pretty much anything. And I think, you know, any defender playing against him will know that they've been in a tough game because of how he plays. Other side is going to be this guy. Got to put him in. Jed Wallace. I think we all know him here, and yeah, not going to tell him to his face, but he'll probably see this. But yeah, I think definitely he makes it in. I think because I think certainly for the first part of this season, I think he's made as big an impact on a team that I've seen. I think some of the goals that he's scored, you cast your mind back. You know, he scored some brilliant goals for us this year, and put in some brilliant performances. So I think, you know, as far as impacts go in a team, he's had a massive impact, as big as impact as I've seen on a team. So there you go, guys. That's my 1 to 11. Hope you enjoyed it. Richard Keogh at centre half, Jason Roberts up top as well, Jeff Hendrick, Will Hughes, all these guys, Johnny Russell, Tom Ince, you know, great players in their own rights, and you know, it's been a pleasure to play with these people, to be honest with you. And but I've done my best to try and pick a team, and there you go. That's what we got.